what advice could you give now for young entrepreneurs or, you know, startup businesses?
I think essentially, so one key thing that I think a lot of businesses come unstuck with, depending on what you're launching. So in my case, obviously it was a retail product. I think a lot can launch underfunded. Now, if you launch underfunded, it's nigh on impossible to outrun that truth. The truth is you've launched with not enough money. And unfortunately, the cash burns faster than you want, and it takes a lot longer to get where you want to go. So if you launch underfunded, you're forever going to be on the back foot. So a lot of people, me included, can launch from a negative, thinking that they can outrun that and they can catch up later. But you can't. But a lot do that for fear of being like second to the marketplace or too late to the marketplace. But I always say, if an idea is good and it's got legs, then it'll always be there. It will always work. And it's a case of sometimes maybe life. See, I really look at things quite spiritually and philosophy, you know, with philosophy and things now. I think actually sometimes something's there to prevent you from making a big mistake. So sometimes it's a blessing that you don't get what you want. So maybe if you are a little bit late launching, it's actually maybe a blessing, because maybe somebody would launch something similar to you before and they can make the mistakes, or they can prove the marketplace, or you can understand a little bit more about your consumer and your category and your competition and yourself. So that's number one, don't launch underfunded. And I think another key piece of advice that I would give is to always follow your intuition. Like, it's there for a reason, it doesn't let you down. There's been certain things on my journey with launching that business and that brand that I went against my gut intuition. And I went against it because I just couldn't see anything else. But I sincerely believe now, if I'd have just held my mettle that little bit longer, some other solution would have come. So it's all about holding your mettle, listening to your intuition, and there's a time when you need to block out and get your head down and put your blinkers on, but there's also a time when you need to reach out and ask for help. And there's that fine line in following your intuition and reaching out. And I think the more you can know and be in touch with yourself as an entrepreneur and know your business, then you won't fall into those traps. So I think they're the two things: know and understand yourself, listen to your gut, and then don't launch underfunded, because you can't outrun that truth. If you're underfunded day one, you're going to be underfunded, and then you'll make other mistakes.